Alright, am I back? Okay. Alright then. Guess we'll have to wait and see if I crash again that time. Alright. I'm pretty sure that crash actually... Did that take out my recording? Guess I'll find out later. So... Where... Oh crap. I was counting oil. I counted up to this one so far. Okay. So let's do a sweep around here. Okay. So we got 47. 97. 51. 111. 49. Okay, no issues at all yet over on that. Okay, I'm not seeing anything. Okay. So we got this one. Nope, I don't have either of those numbers down here. Okay. I do have that right now. Did I have another one that was 111? Yes, I did. Okay. So there should be two 111s. Okay. 90. 108. 145. 126. 80. And 84. Okay. How many pumps is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait. I just lost track. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 23. Alright. Okay. Let's... No issues in OBS. Thankfully. Okay. Let's hope it stays that way this time. Things look decent at the moment over on Twitch. Okay. Let's actually get the calculator out and see how much my expected output is here. Okay, so we're looking at an output of crude oil of 2,691. Okay, so crude per second. Let's write that down. Alright. Oh. A pump can handle that, right? A single pump? I don't have a pump on me. There we go. Bump. No, I need 3 pipelines. Unless I go up in quality. But I would still need at least... Let's see. I would still need at least 2, unless I got a legendary. So that's not going to be an option. So I need 3 pipelines. Okay. Let me write that down. Okay, so I got to make 3 pipelines. Then there's the distance thing, right? How often do I have to put one of these in? It doesn't say here. Let's say if I look up oil. No, it just gives me some basic information. Okay. Is it in... This is production tips and tricks. No, not pipeline. No, not fluid. Not there. Okay. Pump connection? Nope, that's not the right one. Okay. Don't see anything there. Okay. I guess I'll just have to figure that out. So I need 3 pipelines, and I need... Where's that calculator? I can't actually... Wait, what was the throughput limit on that? I should have wrote that down while I was looking in there. Okay, so the maximum limit is 1200 per second. Okay. On a pump. Okay. So... That means the remainder is gonna... The filler pipe's gonna have 291 in it. So the overflow, the slush, whatever I call it, will be 291. Okay. So I'm gonna have to group these in a way, but I'm also gonna need pumps. And how far am I? Okay. Let's turn some of that off real quick. Okay. So where do I want to do oil processing? I'm gonna need coal. Right? I need coal. What do I need coal for again? Did that work? Oh, okay. Nope, didn't quite work. Okay, so I need coal for plastic. Okay, so I will need coal for plastic. So over here is a good starting point. Yeah, that would be a good starting point. There is a lot of trees in the way, so I think it's about time I... Okay, so that was secure oil field. I guess it's time I start partially on the military science, because I need grenades for that, right? Yes, I do, and I'm gonna want some grenades to help clear that forest. Excellent. Grenades is just coal and iron. Okay, I should be able to make that pretty easily up here. So first, let's go back to base and get this started. Okay. Get rid of you eventually. In fact, so we're gonna do it over here. We want probably most of that. And all of those eventually. Okay. I'm Gotta keep an eye on those monitors to make sure nothing breaks. Again, I don't want to deal with that. Okay. So, question 1. Am I making pumps anywhere? If I was making pumps, they probably would be up here somewhere. What's this for? Oh, this is just to count the ratio. And that was some tempting stuff. Okay, so we can get rid of this. What's this doing? What was I doing with this? Oh, was I checking? Ah, I see. I was checking to see how that would load. Okay. So, any pumps over here? There's some pumps. 1 stack? I'll take the 1 stack for now. Okay. I don't need the pump jacks at the moment anymore, so let's drop those off here. Okay, there we go. Okay, grab those. And then I guess make some grenades to get started with, which needs some coal, which I did not send forward at all. Interesting, okay. And this is... I don't really have extra room over here for coal, do I? No, I didn't. I just need some plates and some coal to get started, though. Hey, well, what do you know? Yeah. What's the ratio on? 10 coal, 2 coal for every 1 plate needed, and an 8-second timer. Okay. So how fast is that really? Oh, that is slow. Okay. Let's start with 3, I guess. Question is, can I jump this out? Okay. Let's do that. Oop. Okay, we're gonna send that forward. Okay. Okay. What do grenades stack to? 100. Okay. Alright, let's just get those going for now. How long are those going to take? So that's 0.09. So that's what? Where's my calculator? No, there should be enough coming in. Unless my coal is subpar coming in. Which it looks like it might be. Because it's coming in through this. I've got a bottleneck here pretty good. Oh, and that. That's an issue. That's an issue. And there's more of an issue. Okay. Yep, there's the issue. We need more mines. I got enough on me? Yes. Okay. Oh goody. Look at this. Okay. Let's walk around here for a moment. You are empty. You're empty. You are empty. Okay, so we just need more. How much is this producing at the moment? 12? Roughly 6 a second. That's not going to cut it. Ah. Okay. Oh, I don't have any more undergrounds. I'm gonna have to go get those. Alright, better go get some undergrounds. Okay, we can take that off for a moment, that off, and that off. What's in here? Okay. There it is, okay. Undergrounds. Alright. Okay. Right, I still haven't hooked it up yet. Gotta go do that. Is there enough room for it over here? Okay, so now that's producing roughly 12 a second, which is what I need for just the grenades I'm making. Okay. But that at least should get everything set up. Yeah, but that should eventually back up and be fine. They are eating a lot of plates now. Right, because we're pulling them off of steel. Yeah, okay. It looks like it's backed up. Okay. Let's grab my grenade boys and let's go clear forest. Just there we go. Hook. Ah, too close. Danger close. Is the game too quiet or... Oh no, I think it's just my side. Oh, there we go. Alright. No more clearing the trees by hand. Alright, I'm gonna have to be a little more careful over here when I clear these ones. Don't want to damage that belt. I don't think I have repair packs up yet. Yep, and was not careful enough. Alright, I do not have repair packs up left, do I? I do not. Okay. Oh, actually, is the game too loud? Hold on, how high up do I have it on my side? Almost max. Almost. Maybe slightly? What was that sound? Machines and vehicles. Was it Witten? I'm actually not sure what that sound was. But anyway. It was coming from the game. Anyways. Oh, I put this down, but did I put it in the bookmarks? It doesn't look like it. Okay, so it's Control C. What is this? This is one belt lane. No, not Lance Lane. Condenser? I guess I could use this to condense. If I put two partially full belts in, yeah, there's that loud sound again. I'm gonna lower some stuff when I get back out of here. Okay, so I could put two. So for this example, I could put two yellow belts in, and would balance it out into a red belt of equal balanced lanes. All right. All right. Okay, what was that saying? Okay, so sounds. I don't think it's game effects. I don't think it's the DUI. Well, this one's a little loud, so let's drop that down to 30. That's the music. That's the sounds of machines and vehicles. I'll just drop this down to 35 as well. Okay, come on. Gonna make me type. Environment's probably fine. Game effects is probably fine. GUI effects. I'll just be from clicking on stuff here. Okay. We'll just have to wait and see. Okay. What was I doing? I need repair packs. Repair packs. Where would they be? Okay. Gears and circuits. Let's look for a spot where there's some gears and circuits. Perfect. Why did... Oh, because that's a Mark 1. Okay. You need a lot of gears and circuits. Okay. How much do they stack up to? 100? Is it getting enough in? It looks like it. It looks like it's not putting it out quick enough. No? It looks like it's fine. Although... that is a fraction of a second that it's in there. That's long enough for me to see it. Yeah, every now and again... every now and again. That reminds me, how's electricity doing? Doing okay at the moment. Max consumption is up here. You peaked at 9.2. What is this, on an hour scale? Okay, so 55 minutes ago. Okay. Okay. Let's grab some repair packs. And go repair what I messed up over here. Alright. You're just a rock. You're a rock as well. Although... okay, that's not... how do I do it? Do I click? Okay. Oh, those are... okay. Ah! Do I have a partially... yep, okay. Alright. Okay. Some good old deforestation. How much space am I actually going to need? Hold on, where's my oil numbers? So I'm going to have 2691 of crude. Okay, hold on a second. So I'm going to... do I not have advanced oil yet? Oh, I don't get that until here. Okay. So if I plan around advanced oil, oh my goodness. That's every 5 seconds, so that's 20 crude a second. At at over 2,000 crude a second. That's 100? Holy shit. Huh. I need a lot of space. That's what I need. A lot of space. Might clear all the way down through here eventually, just to process the oil. And then when this dries up, I can bring oil in from elsewhere, which is... you're new. Are you new? Oh, I might have a problem coming up there. Okay. I don't see any other oil yet. That's the only oil, okay. At the moment, yeah. So I can turn this massive area here into a potential oil processing if I need 100 units of those. Can I adjust my filters from over here? Where is oil refinery? Okay, they take up. Alright, I need a lot more of those. And then I'm going to need chemical plants. Probably going to need a lot of those as well. So you guys go ahead and get started on that. Alright. Okay, and now it's dark again. Last time I had issues was when it was nighttime. Is it going to cause me issues again over on OBS? No, it looks fine over there. How's over there look? Oh, it looks fine. Where's my grenades? Okay. Very carefully this time. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I can't see at all. What I need is... Oh, there's night vision. Night vision, yeah, that's what I need. Which gets put into a suit. Probably, yeah, this one. And I need plastic. Awesome. Okay, so... Back to what I'm doing, clearing the forest. Okay, a lot of trees to clear. Ah, danger close, danger close. Alright, let's get rid of this rock. So, if I'm going to put a big, massive facility, I need to decide what it's going to do. So, since I'm going to build 3 pipelines, I want 3 units within this facility that process 1,200 crude oil a second into its first step. Yeah? So that's what I'm probably going to want to do. Where's my grenades? I'm also going to need water for advanced. Oh, need more grenades. Is that enough space to get started? To get something started? Yes. Okay. Let's grab a few more grenades just in case. Over here. Over here, over here. Just give me one. Give me two. Okay. Let's put down a box and get rid of stuff I don't need. So, don't need you, all these components. I don't need steam engines right now. I don't. Not for stage 1 without the water. Not for this stage, do I? No, I don't. Okay. Okay, so I don't need you yet. Oh, wrong thing. There we go. Don't need you yet. I need all you. You can go. You can go. You can go. We'll keep those gun turrets on me. They're important. Okay. Now, the question is, do I have enough? Okay. Let's switch to this. We're going to need pipes, pumps. We're going to need our medium power poles and our long power poles. We are also going to need storage tanks. Where are the storage tanks? Storage tanks. We are going to need what am I doing after this? Okay, so I make it into petroleum gas. That's step 1. Okay, where's my paper? On the back of this piece of paper we can write crude to gas. Gas to plastic and sulfur. Oh, I do need water. Okay. So we're going to need to bring in coal for the plastic, which is right next to where I am right now. And we are also going to need water in for the sulfur. And then plastic goes into, okay. I needed plastic for something. Using red circuits. That looks like an eyeball. Tesla ammo? I guess that's later. Music is loud again. Music is very loud. And then as soon as I go in to adjust it, it turns off. That's wonderful. Go to 20%, I guess. Let's try that. Were there any other settings I needed to? Not using mods, sounds, interface. No, that's probably fine. My monitors look okay. Alright. Let's just make a save just in case. So. Okay. I somehow misspelled water on my paper. That's wonderful. Okay. Plastic to solve. Right. So. Oh, it's with a U. Okay. So sulfur is used in blue science. Okay. Ah. Okay, so plastic is going to go to advanced circuits. Sulfur goes to blue science. And then advanced circuits come back to blue science. Okay. So I need to make the plastic, the sulfur, and... Okay. I can figure out the numbers later, but I'm definitely going to need to make some... I'm definitely going to have to bring in water. Okay. How much water? That's a good question. How much water? So... one of these is sulfur, right? No, one of these is sulfuric acid. I need the... Here we go. Sulfur is right in front of me. Oh... Speaking of water, I should drink some water and take a moment to breathe. Okay, it's going to need 30 units of water, and it's not telling me the... It tells me how much I need to make the acid, which that's the icon for it. Do I have to go back a step? 30 per second. And we're making how much petroleum? Well, we don't have to have it perfect on this first one. Yeah, because the numbers are going to change the moment I get advanced oil processing, and I have to deal with heavy and light oil as well. Okay. Yeah, so we have the outline. I am going to need water. So I do need those offshore pumps. Where did... dang it, I moved while I was... Is this it? Yes, okay, great. Offshore pump. All that to try and figure out if I needed that or not. Okay, but I'm gonna need... How much can that pump? 1200. Sulfur takes 30 a second. 40. That would take 40 units. 40 machines running to use a full pipe of water, which would produce a red belt and a yellow belt worth of sulfur. I don't think I need that. Well, actually, no, that's more because that produces 2 at a time. Is that right? 2x sulfur recipe. So that would be producing 80 sulfur? Okay, I don't think I have to worry. I think this one will be enough. Yeah, that one will probably be enough. Okay. Now, I need to grab the chem plants. Right. I need refineries and chem plants. And I also need... Is there anything else I need at the moment? Those are intermediates. I don't really need to worry about those. Oh, good old lights. Oh, I have lights up there on the top side. No, I don't think so. Yeah, I got all the important stuff that I need. But I do need those refineries. Okay. Did we make them? Yes, we did. Okay, let's drop this back down to that, and I'll take all of those. And then over here, I'll take all of those. Excellent. So now I can see how big one of these are. Which is a 5 by 5 box. Right? Assembler for scale, yep. Yep, 5x5 box, and this is the same size? Okay, as an assembler. Okay, so I am going to need a lot of space. We'll turn this coal into plastic. How is power doing fine? Power is doing fine. Coal over here is doing fine. Okay. Apparently I marked that for deconstruction. Seems to be doing fine. Okay. So should I partition and bring up the oil first, or... Well, I guess that's the question. Do I partition, or do I clear out the trees first? I need some of this research. So let's... So I definitely need the advanced oil right away, so I can do that properly. And then I'm going to need flamethrower for better defense. Okay. And then I need... let's not worry about uranium mining at the moment. What else would I need after that? Ultimately, I need to get to this. Okay. Yep, so I do need that. That. Rocket fuel, blue. Chips, electric furnaces, low density structures. Okay. Robots would be very helpful. Okay, advanced soil processing. So I guess after that, lubricant. The electric engine. Robotics. Construction bots first. And then logistic box. Okay. So I'm gonna have to make... I could do this first and just get rid of, and just get the... Oop. And get some military science going. Requires... ammo, grenades, and walls. Okay, so I have those around the place. So I have grenades over here, I have walls over here, and I've got ammo over here. So I just gotta make sure I can get... What is this monstrosity? It's not that. What is this doing? Is that this? It's pulling half of each of these. Oh, yeah, so it's mixing. I'm pulling and sending it to the right. Okay. So anyways, I'm going to need to get... Huh, is this why that note says... Yep, rebuild research area. Yep, I see why. I think I can jerry-rig this at the moment. Yeah, okay. We don't have to do a complete rebuild at the moment, but if I do this right, okay, right here. Every other one. That one's kind of close. Oh, okay. Okay, so we'll let those filter back out, and we are going to... What's the best way to do this? Probably over here. Switch that one. Put that one there. Take the red science. Those are both collapsing in, so right. I want to do something similar over here as well. Yeah. I don't know if this is perfect, but okay. So what we want to do is well, actually we do kind of want that there, so let's set that up first. Let's filter this. Probably also going to bring in blue this way to get the initial research done. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, come on. Okay. That does tell me I'm going to have to finagle some electrical in here. Okay. Come on, come on. Okay. Now let's put the actual stuff in there. Looks good enough. All right. Okay. Oops, wrong way. All right. Okay. Question is, how much do I need? Okay. Well, grenades are covered. I'm pretty sure I have more than enough ammo production. My ammo production should be 3.75, it looks like. Yeah? I think that's right. Okay. So that's producing 0. That's producing 2 at a time. Okay. What is the math on this upper one, just so I can make sure it keeps pace? So we have 10 here. So we have 10 here producing 1.5. And we have 8, 12 producing 1.44. Unless that math is off. Almost 1.5, so just 10 will do. Okay. So we gotta bring in grenades. 10, that's more than enough here. Yeah, that's more than enough. I have more than enough ammo. Do I have enough? Do I produce enough walls? Yes. Yes, I do. Excellent. Okay. So we need to get walls. So we need 10 of these. Okay. Okay. Let's go with that. And then we need... What does it need the most? It needs... So walls go on the inside. Okay. Okay. Ah, not quite. Not quite. Unless... Well... Is there a way to make that work? Let's go with the safer option. Guarantee it works. Okay. And just throw a bunch there. Alright. Now, are you getting enough in? The answer is no. Okay. Let's just cut you. Are you getting enough in now? The answer is no. Okay. You getting enough now? There we go. Oh, whatever. Okay, anyways. Why? Okay, now I need to get red ammo all the way over here. Should be simple enough, right? Theoretically simple enough. And I'm out. I saved this, right? Yes, okay. It's a little bit more, but not a lot. Okay. Oh, it's over here. Stop moving. Yes. Yes. Oh, I also need some inserters. Yes. Yes. Okay. Lamps? Where are my lamps? Where did I put lamps? Lamps. Are you struggling? Ingredient shortage. Shortage. On the copper wire. Did I get... No, needs a lot of copper wire a second. 4.5 every second. is producing 9, so it should be enough. This spins at 432 degrees a second, and it has a hand size of 2. Huh. The early ones are, hold on, I'm getting distracted. Check green circuits. Write that down. Check green circuits later. Alright. I was doing, oh god, what was I working on? Military science, is that right? Yeah, flamethrower, military science. Let's go over there. Alright, and I need ammo. Alright. I don't have a lot of space left. Okay. Down the road all the way back to the trees. Okay. Alright. Okay. Now we need... Okay. Now we need power. Okay. Okay. There we go, and now science is up and running. Okay. Alright. Alright, science has kicked off again. Alright. Military science. Check. Notes. Okay, so I need to chem science. Chem science is next. Yeah. And I gotta right. Pipelines. Gotta run the pipelines. So I think I just take a small amount and bring it up to get it started. Then we'll feed it through all this nonsense. Okay. We'll build a small one right here first. Okay. So we're going to need a refinery. Wait. This actually depends on the numbers of what I need for chem science. So I need N a number to get started. So 0.06. That is currently producing. Okay. So we're producing at we're consuming hold on. So we're averaging out at about 90 per minute, I think, because we're consuming at about 60 a minute. We were consuming at about 60 a minute. Okay. So, how? Okay. Where's my calculator? That doesn't seem right. 25? To hit a target of 1.5 a second? Hold on. Move the calculator out of the way for a moment. So, 25. I think it's workable. Where's I need more paper to write on. Okay. So 25 buildings. Here, hold on. 25 buildings making BS. Some good old classic BS, which means I'm gonna need by the look, I'm gonna need a lot of buildings, aren't I? So we're gonna need that's 3 ingredients. So that's gonna be what is that? Where's my there it is. Sulfur, red circuits, and engines. So, what are those numbers? Okay, so I need to bring in three-quarters of a sulfur every second. Alright. For red circuits, I'm going to need to bring in So I need 14 buildings. What is that number? 57. It's 196. At 196, we need about another 90. Okay. So the previous pairing of these three. What? Where's my chart? Where's my chart numbers? So the lowest one I have is 49. Where is it? 47. Oh no, 47 is the lowest. There it is. It's on the chart. Okay. These two are right next to each other. 47 plus 97 is 147. Yes, okay. So there might be one around here somewhere. 143. That might be as good as I can get it. Or these two. Okay, so these two are that calculation plus 71 and 68. That's 283. That's almost there. So these four. Okay. These ones are also. Okay. Okay. Let's put the math down. Okay. So that is, can I just read? Hold on. Nope, can't read. Okay. So that is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Where's that calculator? Is that still there? 283. Okay. Two. Nope, does not. Okay. $283. Okay. Let's take it up to this area. So we want to take it up. Yeah, let's take it up. Almost there. Okay. Probably cut it here. Pipeline extent. Oh, there we go. That's the distance. 200 out of 320. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Alright, so we need 14 refineries to get started with. I space this out. Does this reach over to here? It does not. Alright. Whew, okay. Since we need 14 of them, let's make sure they're lined up for a moment. Two, 3, 5, 6, 7. I'm probably going to tear this down later, so that's probably good enough. Okay. 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 I don't know which way I'm taking this yet, so just put those there on both sides. Alright, this seems like a decent spot to slap a storage tank. Alright. Oh. Okay, that's step 1 done. Next is sulfur and plastic. I need... Where is it? So we have the refinery set down. We have the crude coming in that I need. We have... Hold on, I should be... So I know what the... I mathematical flow rate is supposed to be. Okay, it's good to go. Alright. So, we need 1 building for sulfur, 3 buildings for plastic. And I'm gonna need... And then for my... Where did I put those other numbers I need? Right, a whole lot of engines. Okay, yeah. So it's just the sulfur. The plastic goes in to the red circuits. And the sulfur can go wherever for now. Probably wherever I'm going to build the blue signs. Where am I going to do that? I need a lot of buildings actually, don't I? I needed 25 buildings. How many buildings is that for reference? 20. Okay, so I could build blue science up here and then send it across into here and send it up. What's not producing at capacity? Everything here is pumping out. Everything here is pumping out. Okay. Let's look at the last 10 minutes here. Okay. I'm just producing more. No, the production is about the same. Yeah, let's go to a smaller network. Right, because of the order that's produced in, consumption is matching. Roughly. Okay. This just had a lot more room for buffer. Ooh, okay, that's interesting. I'm not making enough stone bricks to keep up with this, so this will eventually be the bottleneck. How important is that? Stone bricks, where else do you go? You go over here. Okay, not that important. I also go into this nightmare. It gets used up right at the beginning. I have all the refineries I need at the moment. I didn't connect that. Okay, I don't need to worry about stone bricks that much. The stone itself is going to be an issue at some point, though. But for the moment, that should be fine. I'm not going to write that down at the moment. It's okay if military is a little bit of a bottleneck at the moment. Or eventually. Okay, what am I doing here? Sulfur and plastic. Okay. Sulfur's gonna need some water. It's not a lot of water, so I can bring out the water from here, bring it over. I could do sulfur right here, actually. Let's get rid of this stuff real quick. Okay. Let's put you right there. Oh, can I flip this? Yes, I can. Excellent. Now we can bring water in from over here. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna pack a belt full. Okay. Yeah. All right. That is sulfur. Check. I got sulfur. Okay. Need the plastic. 3 buildings of plastic, which are going to need 3 coal a second. Okay. Produces 1, 2 per second. Okay. Ah. I should make a new design now. I got the mediums, but okay. All right. Okay, 3 buildings for plastic. Oops, I should have applied that first. Okay. let's see. We're going to need... Since it's only going to produce 5, well, these ones are going to produce about 6. So that's fine. So. Okay. 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 Uh, okay. So that's the buildings of the plastic done. I guess the next step is to put together red circuits, or should I just start from the back and set up the blue circuits? No, the blue science. Blue science. We're not to blue circuits yet. Yes. My notes are a mess. Okay. Yeah, so let's do this from the backwards. I'm going to need more assemblers for this. Yeah, I need a little bit more. That's so I got what I think will be 50 just on the blue science and the engines themselves. So I need at least another stack, I think. Alright. I am going to go to the bathroom real quick, and I will be back. Alright. I'm on my way back now. Ugh. Alright. Okay, let's turn that off. Alright. Okay, hopefully that's enough to get this going. So we were going to build the chem portion here and then probably feed it up through here. Or, yeah, okay. So we got, what? 25 blue science, that's what I wrote down. Is that even the... We don't need that there anymore, so let's mark that out. Alright, let's throw it down and make sure. Okay. Get some light. Okay. So 25 should produce what? 1.5. Okay. Just to keep it symmetrical, I could do 26. That's 13 on each side. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, 13 on each side. Okay. And then we need to get... Oh, I should have left that up. Okay, we need them in a low enough quality. I don't think I'm too worried about the order of operations for belt input, so... Some go in, some come out. Although... I think I'm going to want the engines backed up over... Well, what else do I... So advanced circuits are used in a lot of stuff. I'm going to need them for some robots, the substations looks like, all the modules if I want to do that. I don't need them built up here. I definitely don't need the engines built up really that much. The main consumer is going to be the chemical science itself. Yeah. Okay. Then the sulfur. Primarily used for the chem science, and sulfuric acid, which is used for... That'll be a process we'll worry about later when I need those. Okay. Do I just do a sushi belt? I could sushi it. Okay, so there's going to be... I've decided on 26. I should write that down. So 26 just for symmetry. Probably do the same thing with the engines just so they're symmetrical. Okay. So for the blue science, we're going to need... It says insert limit from automation of 2, 6, 4. 264. So it's a sulfur 2. That's the red circuits of, what was that, 6? Yeah. And then the engines. Of 4. Okay. So that means that would be 52 sulfur on the belt. Real easy right there. What's 26 times 6? 156 red circuits on the belt at any given time, and then 104 yeah, 104. Okay, so of the engines. So what is the actual capacity of this? There's belt speed. There's, all right. Where's my trusty box? Take some stone. Okay. That currently has a capacity of 7. 15. So if I take something else. Okay. 27. So that loop would have a capacity of 27 plus 15. It's 42. Okay. So it looks like the outer portion of the loop would have a greater capacity than the inner portion of the loop. Okay. So the loop just has to be big enough. Does this continue? Okay, so that's 6 tiles. Yeah, that's 6 tiles at the moment. Let's... Oh, I messed it up. You need more stone? Okay. Let's test this. There we go. Okay. Now it has 58. It was... I didn't write it down, did I? No, I didn't. 40 something to 58. Okay, so I know what it is now at 8 tiles. So 8 tiles, 58 items. If I add 2 more, it'll be 10. I think I need to actually set up a box, because this is... Okay, there we go. That's 74 now. So that's what, 16-point increase? Yeah, that's a 16-point increase. 8, 6, 7. Interesting. 5. Huh. Okay, so what is the grand sum here? So we'll need 52 sulfur on the belt at any given time to make sure that everything can get refilled at the same time. Roughly. Close. Close. That'll ensure everything gets refilled and is continuously running. Plus the circuits, plus the engines. Okay, so that's 312 items, and the... Why does that section say 5? Oh, shit. Okay. $74. Yeah, okay. Interesting. Okay, so the curves are inconsistent. Those, I'm pretty sure, are different than the last time. Okay. Can we get more science going? Yeah. Okay. Alright. Let those go. Okay. Let's see. So, right, so we just needed... Okay, so that's 312 items to ensure continuous operation if need be. Divided by 8 spaces per straight section. 221 straight tiles. Uh-huh. Okay, so if I have them on both sides, that's going to be... Well, this is also a good opportunity for... this. To make sure one lane doesn't end up backed up if I'm going to sushi it. Yeah, let's throw this down and see what happens. You. So this will be somewhere, probably off on the edge. Somewhere. Then I bring this in. Okay, so it only counts the items that are inside the loop, not in the mixer or the condenser. If I want to include everything, I probably have to do this, this, and this. Then that would probably control everything, but that's probably not counting this stuff. Which can't. This can be connected with wire? Hold on. What can you do? I can set the input side, the output side, and a filter. Interesting. But I would be able to read all of it, so... So it would be pretty close to, and I should have enough. So that would be 100, hold on, where's that calculator? About 111 on each side, 110 maybe. What's that look like? How big is that? 110, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's 10, 20, 40, 80. We needed 200. Did I write it down? Hold on. It's still in the calculator, right? Okay. We need at least 221 tiles worth. Okay. Okay, so that is... We need at least 60 more tile. 221, so we need at least 60 more tiles. Plus the loop there would make sure. How many are in the loop? 22? Okay, so if I assume the loop can be properly read, that means I need 40 more tiles. Holy shit. Holy shit, that is big. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, and then there's going to be whatever feeds into and out of the loop. So that is the potential loop print of what I'm looking at. And I need, what, 26 of these? 4. Well, we know that it's going to have a gap of 2, so it's going to be like this. 2, 4, 6. Plus another. Plus an output, which we could just run through the center out. Okay, there should be enough room in this section. Oh, that is way too many now. Now we have 48. Hold on. I only only need 26. That's 28. That's 26. Do I actually need a loop that big? That is the... That's the automated insertion limit. And it needs how much to get started? 1, 3, and 2. It's literally half of what it can do for the insertion limit. Okay. So... if I take off 100 tiles on each side... I think I can make it work if I just go with the half limit instead. So if I go with the half limits instead, that's... well, that's 26 for the sulfur. Enough for one cycle. 26 for the sulfur. That's... brain, math. Okay. Okay. 78 on the red circuits, and that should be 52 of the engines. Okay. It's at least more reasonable to work with. Okay. So let's pick up my... okay. 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 So... okay. I think we're going to start with my one belt. Oh, actually, hold on. Right. I'm trying to think of something. How far can this jump again? So if I bring this... okay, so this would be able to jump out of the loop. And then I could send this. And then I could load that up, send stuff out on the loop. Okay. Okay. Is that enough space? So... I think the answer is yes. Okay. Let's got that, 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 and that. Start right here. Okay. 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 All right, so we need one more here. Okay. So then I would have, if I just throw something on here. There's some slight fluctuations. So why did it drop? It was 30-ish, so let's see. We have 162 right now. Okay. So it looks like we're going to lose 12-ish to the inner workings of this. Do I care about that stuff? So if I don't care about that, I can just... It does make the... Don't have to worry about it as much. Yeah. Okay. So let's cut that at the moment. Okay, so that's 4. 8, 12, 16, 24. Okay. Okay. Now, I'm going to need a place to add the circuitry to load and unload. Where's the best place to do that? Over here? Because, hold on, turn that off for a moment. I've got sulfur over here, which is going to come in. This is going to have to be made into red circuit somewhere, 20-ish units. I need something of similar size for engines. Probably engines might be here. Sulfur is going to come in from the bottom. Plastic. What does the red circuits take? Hold on. I need a better idea of the amount. So we're going to need about 20 of these. So we're going to need 5 circuits, 5 green circuits a second. I need 5 plastic a second. And I'm going to need 10 copper cable a second. Yeah, 10. Yeah, 10. Okay, we can get away with doing probably loading circuits and engines from above. Okay. I'm making green circuits over here. So right now I should produce 8. So that's 3, 6, 12. I should produce enough for it. Should, but the speed is an issue. Yeah, and there it goes again. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, so this needs to get... So whenever this kicks off, it needs to get 4.5 in there before the cycle finishes. And one of these, hold on a second. Good old calculator. So, 432. So that could move 2.4, because it has a hand stack size of 2. 2.4. So that should be 4.8. And then, yeah, every now and again it goes back to shortage. It's not taking anything in. Okay. So that is grabbing 2. But this is not because it only produces 1 at a time. I'm curious, if I output full, okay. Shortage, 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 shortage. Okay. It's not fast enough. I don't think I can make that. Well, there is the quality. Yeah, that would do it, wouldn't it? Actually, speaking of modules, I need the red circuits. So I might be able to get away with making some productivity. So it would add 4% productivity. One of these would. 80% increase. It slows it down. Wonder if it's worth it. Okay. That's a button. So okay. You have 2 slots? Okay. Let's go get some plastic and some copper. Down here? Down here. Okay. I just need 2 for testing. Okay. So, while I'm waiting for that, I should make an actual priority list of what I need to do. So, step 1 is, where are my notes? Okay, I need to build red circuits. And I need I need to build 20 machines. Okay. And then I need engines. I need 26 machines of those. Okay. And then we're going to... No, I'll probably pre-set up the... I'll probably finish putting together the logistics of the blue signs before I stop for the night. I think I can do that real quick. So... Oh, right. I need to check if this will help. Okay, now it produces 1.45. It needs slightly less per second. Okay. Alright, seems more consistent. So, I think after the red circuits and the red engines... Okay, we'll have to route blue science. So we can get the sciences going. And then I want to do module factory. Okay. Then is there anything else I have on my notes that I need to... I want as a higher priority? After that, at the moment, I would like to... Let's see. Oh yes, I wanted to rebuild my research area. So we'll rebuild research area. And then what's in the blue sciences that I should be paying attention to? So, right, advanced oil processing. We want to get that going, so build oil facility. So I want to keep, even though they're messy, I want to keep these notes for my oil numbers. We just checked the green circuit, so let me cross those off. And the... Oh. No, I don't think I need that. And that at that point, do I build up the... What's my power situation like? I might have to expand after the oil facility power. I might have to do it before the power. But once I have the advanced oil processing, I should be able to make... Well, I'll have solid fuel. But there's something else I need. Oh, there it is. Rocket fuel. Fuel value of 100 megajoules, and I need it for the rocket silo anyway, so... Stack size 20. Light oil and solid fuel. Okay, hold on a second. No, wrong one. It's this one. Okay. Rocket fuel. So that's going to take... So 10 of these has 120. That makes one of these, right? Yep. So that's 120. Stack size is much higher, and then light oil can turn into... Okay. So we don't want to make a power facility running on rocket fuel. We'll build a solid fuel... steam power. Steam expansion. Is there a good place on the map to do that? Well, I've got water here and water here. Over here seems to be clear at the moment. No resources out here really, except for some iron, some stone. Plenty of space to work with. By that point, well, that distance we'll want trains to reliably get the solid fuel in and out. Okay. We'll keep that in mind. Should I rush for bots or not? How much do I need for bots? Okay, so construction bots are the big ones. So but I would have to build all of this stuff, so well, I don't really need that. I just need them on me. So construction robots. I need. Okay. 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 If possible, a little side thing. How much can... Hold on. Hold on. Not what I wanted to do. There it is. The Roboport Mark 1. Has a robot limit of 10. Okay, so little side project there. Robots for self. Little side project. Oh, and night vision. I can go off to the side when I can squeeze it in. So, yep. Then after the solid fuel steam expansion, I'll probably start working towards space. Because I don't need yellow or purple to go to space, right? I just need... So if I go to, say, for example, Fulgora. Yeah. So I don't need it. Rocket. Yep. So it's tied behind the space science pack. And the rocket engine specifically. Okay. Gleba. Vulcanus. That's where the foundry is. Big mining drill. The science pack for that. Okay. Electromagnetic plant. This leads to some fun stuff. Ooh. Mech armor. Okay. Artillery. What's under the green agricultural science? Okay, so for this one you need all the other sciences so far. So, okay. Got a basic idea. Once I get through these projects, I'll figure out what I want to do from there. I should keep... There's the oil numbers. I should keep those. This one... Okay, I need this one to finish up my circuitry for the sushi belt. That's my new plan. Factorio plan. Alright, put that over there. Alright. Let's do some circuitry real quick. So, we are going to need... Is this the one I need? No, I don't think I actually need either of these, though. I think it's real simple, isn't it? Hold on a second. So, we're going to have sulfur come in from the bottom, for example. Okay. So we're just gonna give it some space. So, for example, sulfur comes in probably from here, and then we'll have engines and circuits coming from here. So hold on a second. Hold on a second. Things a little trickier than I thought. Hold on. Okay. Is it not connected to power? Oh, hold on. Copper wire from here to here. There we go. Okay. So now, if I were to take a grenade, just drop it on there, I have one grenade. And then red. Enable, disable. If let's just pick an. Well, I need sulfur, so is less than or equal to? It's working. Okay. Greater than or equal to. If sulfur is less than or equal to. So that's disabled, so if 26 is less, 26 is, sulfur is greater than or equal to 26. I should grab some sulfur. Let's just grab the sulfur. Yeah, because my grenade's already like stuck in the... Yeah. Okay. Let's grab sulfur. There it is. Okay, sulfur. Okay. Only enable if sulfur is less than or equal to the number 26. Okay, and it stopped. Great. That is what I want. Although that's going to end up with a lot of sulfur backed up on this, isn't it? Okay, let's watch the fluctuation as it goes through the... Because it's up to 40 right now. Okay. I don't think this red wire is even needed. Okay, so I can just do... So one of these can be... Probably have engines come into this one. Okay. Engines are less than or equal to 52. $78. It should stabilize eventually. Is it stable? Because it shouldn't be backed up. This should be fully loaded now. Although there is that moment when it goes through. But we'll have to keep an eye on that. Okay, so the basic circuitry is done. So I don't need that paper anymore. Let me double check these papers. Oil numbers. I didn't mark. Well, it's pretty clear which pipes I took. I just thinking I didn't mark those. But I know what pipes I took, so I can adjust those numbers as needed. Alright. Okay. Let's save the game. Okay. If you watched this far, I thank you very much for joining me. Guess I will raid out here. And you have a good day.